This is Mike Franklin, the property tax guy, and today we're going to talk about a FOIL request that I made for the town of Wolcott, and I have it here on the screen. Every time I get involved with an assessment matter, one of the first things I do is I FOIL the assessor's data on that property. I ask for the comparable sales report, comparable assessment report if they have one, cost report, and the inventory. And so here's the inventory report, and this is the way they calculate the different square footage and so on and so forth. And I look to see if the inventory is accurate. Review it with the property owner and see if there's any errors in the inventory. And then I look at the comparables. So here's what they come up with comparables, and then I analyze to see if there's any issues. In this case, doesn't look like there's any comparable. These comparables are not particularly comparable, but at least we know where the assessor is coming from. And so what's interesting about this is here's the comparable sales report. Okay, that's the comparable sales report. Let me see what this is. Okay, these are comparable sales as well. I was hoping to get the comparable assessment report, but apparently they don't have it. Let me see here, clockwise. Okay, so they come up with some data on the property, and as you can see, it's some sort of a real estate listing, and assessors seem to think that Zillow and Realtor.com listings are assessor tools, which they are not. They think that it's public data, which it is not. This is copyrighted data and copyrighted photos, and they're not assessor tools. The assessor needs to use their own tools. But anyway, here is the other data that pertains to the inventory. Let me see what we have here. Okay. Yeah, it's more inventory. So you can analyze that carefully, and that's what it is that I do. Is I micro analyze what it is that the assessor's done and see if there's any errors in what it is that they've done. And but what's interesting in this particular case is I foiled the data via email. Basically, I emailed the town clerk, and all you have to do and this is the extent of the data. Now, they didn't give me everything that I asked for, but they gave me the most important thing, which is what the assessor thinks are comparable sales. So let me just straighten this out. So what's interesting is that, and again, when you foil the assessor's data, basically you write an email to the town clerk. You tell them that it's a foil, and you tell them what it is that you're looking for. I asked for the comparable sales report, the comparable assessment report, inventory, and cost reports, and anything that they have in their file. And I asked for that for every time. So here's what's interesting. I foiled this town, and I usually carbon copy the assessor on it, so they can get right at it. They have 5 business days to respond by law to acknowledge that they received it. Then they have another 20 business days to provide the data. If it goes beyond that, they have to provide an explanation as to why there is a delay. And but anyway, to this particular township, I foiled the thing in the morning, and I had the data by early afternoon. Whereas I foiled the city of Syracuse for this very same data in January, and it's the end of March now, and I still don't have it. I still don't have the data. This town provided it in a matter of a couple hours, 2-3 hours, and the city of Syracuse does not want you to see their data. And I can only speculate as to why they wouldn't want you to see the data. It's because they're not doing their job properly, and the data will show that. So they avoid providing it to you. So there's a difference, and not only that, they're both using the same program that's provided by the state. So why would one only take 3 hours and the other one takes in excess of 3 months? Um, so that's my speculation. Now, this is a rarity. They very rarely provide you the data the same day, although they should. It's right there. To run these reports, it just takes a matter of minutes. But the city of Syracuse wants to make a big deal about it, and they want to make you sue them for it, and because they want to deny, and most people give up if they have to take it to court. But anyway, so that's the difference between a town that's doing things properly and a city that isn't doing things properly. It's just and you might say that, well, this is a small township and the city is a big city. Well, the city is collecting uh, money from more people, so they should be able to put more resources to doing the same job. So it's proportionate. They have no excuse. They're getting paid to do a job and they're not doing it, and that's the bottom line. So anyway, again, this is Mike Franklin, the property tax guy. And if you have concerns about your assessment, you can give me a call, 315-876-2262. You can see my webpage at thepropertytaxguy.com. If you don't believe you're getting proper customer service from your municipality, give me a call, and I'll help you sort through it. This is Mike Franklin, the property tax guy.